And then we have three kinds of unhealthy attachment styles. And this is when parents are either not present, they're neglectful, they're maybe overly strict and authoritarian, or maybe they're a bit back and forth. Maybe sometimes they're close and then sometimes they're aggressive. Maybe they're abusive. There's all sorts of situations from the parents, but they develop these three other kinds of attachment styles. And so those three are anxious, avoidant, or disorganized. And so what that means is anxious attachment can be where the child wants to have that attachment, that security, that attention, all of that, but it's not coming, or it's not coming enough. And so there's like this need building and scrambling, and the child's focus is how to get more of it. And so they're learning different ways to navigate the relationship based on what can I do to get more attention. And there's a lot of that attention seeking behavior, and that can manifest in different ways, but that's going to be the anxious style. Avoidant is where the child has learned, I'm not getting any attention, so I'm not going to try anymore. And so they sort of build a callus and turn inward and away from being open to even receiving any kind of attention. And so they're almost disinterested and blocked off. And then disorganized is when there's a mix of the two, which is really scary, and it can be really problematic, especially as that grows into adulthood. And so that's where there's a desire and a person is on edge and wanting more of that attention, but they also are deathly afraid of the disappointment that comes from not getting it. And so they end up actually moving away from it. If it seems like it's even coming, they might grab onto it for a little bit, but then they're going to sort of react almost sometimes violently to sort of shut it down. And so there's this back and forth, moving towards, moving away. And so that's how we can kind of sum that up. The anxious is always moving towards, trying to get more. The avoidant is always backing away, trying to need less. And then the disorganized is the back and forth.